Hey Lexer Legends, Laura here from our training team. We're going to take some time today to create a few segments in the segment builder because we want to show you how you can use this tool to really maximize your marketing strategies. Let's hop into the segment builder and get started. So I'm in our segment builder, and throughout this module, we'll be creating 3 separate segments: a high value customer segment, a segment that will help you grow your existing customer base, and a segment to help you retain your high-value lapsed customers. Firstly, we're going to create a high-value customer segment, which we can use as a lookalike audience in paid channels for acquisition strategies. The reason we do this is because the algorithms in paid channels such as Facebook and Google are very good at finding audiences that look like your existing and best customers. It's really the ultimate strategy for maximizing your paid media budgets. So what I'm going to do first is click into the attribute picker and search for spend percentile. Then I'm going to add a filter to this attribute, greater than or equal to 80. This will give me my top 30% of spenders. When I hit search, I can see that just under 20,000 of my customers are in my top 30% of spenders. Now to find my active high-value customers, I'm going to go back to the attribute picker and add the last order date to the segment builder, and then use the filters, and I'm going to include in the last 12 months. So add that in there, and if I hit search again, I see my profiles come up, and these are our high-value active customers. I'm now going to head over to the right of the screen and explore some attributes to get some insight that I can use for my marketing content. I'm first going to search for product name and then click on this attribute so that I can see what the most popular product within this high value segment is. And we can see at the top it's the Celeste sports bra. So when creating your segments, different products can be added to create different segments for your acquisition strategy. I can now save this segment by clicking on the Save as New Segment button at the bottom of the segment builder, fill in the details, making sure to name the segment clearly and hitting save. Remember, it's always helpful to name your segments after a specific strategy. For example, acquire high value customers in this instance. It's also important to give your saved segment a meaningful description so that any user can see the purpose of the segment. We're now going to look at how to build a segment to grow your existing customer base. To do this, we'll be focusing on growing our one-time buyers. So first, I'm going to reset my segment builder, then search for the total orders attribute and add it to my segment builder. There we go. I then set the filter to between 1 and 1. And when I hit search, we have our customer segment. I can go a little deeper too, and maybe I'm curious and want to see whether our one-time buyers are making their purchases online or in store. So I search for the first order channel attribute. And when I click into this, I can see that the majority of our one-time buyers are making their purchases online, and you can leverage this fact in your marketing copy. Now, if we want to convert our one-time buyers to two-time buyers within a certain time period, add the last order date attribute to this search and change the date range to be in the last 180 days because we want to target anyone who has made an order in the last 6 months. And just a quick thing to note, if you're setting up this segment for an email campaign, you'll need to add the email opt-in status attribute too, so you're only messaging customers who have opted into email. If we hit search, there we go, we have our customer segment ready to save and activate. When saving this segment, remember to choose a name that aligns to your strategy. For example, in this instance, it's Grow One-Time Buyers. Hit save, and you're done. Finally, we want to create a segment to retain our high-value lapsed customers. So first, I want to find our lapsed customers, and I'm going to define lapsed as anyone who hasn't made a purchase in over 24 months. To do this, I reset my filters, and then I use the last order date attribute again. And then I'm going to filter for anyone who has made a purchase in the last 24 months. Then I move this attribute to the have not section of the builder. This is because we want to exclude anyone who has made a purchase in the last 24 months and only see customers who haven't made a purchase within this period. Now we want to add high value into the mix. To find these customers, I search for the spend decile attribute. And then I'm going to select between 7 and 10. These are our top 40% of customers. So I hit search and we get our profiles. And these are our high value lapse customers. And this segment is now ready to go. For example, you can activate this segment for an email campaign, inviting your lapse customers to make a new purchase, maybe enticing them with a discount code. Again, I can select save as new segment and fill in the name, the category, the description, the color, and also select my groups. Hit save again, and we're done. And that brings us to the end of our demo. So let's do a really quick recap. We first created a new segment for our high value customers for lookalikes. And then we created a segment to grow the customer lifetime value of our existing customers. Finally, we created a segment to help us retain our high-spending lapsed customers. Feel free to watch this module through again if you'd like a refresher. But thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.